Hey everyone, this is Ryan from Mazama Sporting Goods once again. Today we're going to be talking to you about another CZ product, but something a little bit different than the other things we've talked about so far, and that is the CZ527. Now this is their line of rifles that tend to be in their intermediate calibers, so 223, 300 Blackout, 6.5 Grendel, or in this case 7.62 by 39. They also have a couple different versions of these. They have ones with synthetic stocks and threaded barrels. They have ones with just the wood stocks and a scope mount, or in this case you can get it with the built-in iron sights as well as the scope mount in this beautiful wood stock. So to go over the features, we're going to just go ahead and start at the muzzle end here. So again, in this specific instance, we do not have a threaded barrel, but we do have this hooded front sight up here. And the front sight itself is a very nice, clear aiming point. Normally, I'm not that great with iron sights, but this one allowed me to get a good precise sight picture each and every time, which was kind of nice. Moving back, we do have a drift adjustable rear sight post here. It is not elevation adjustable unless you wanted to make some sort of modification to it, but it's really just your windage adjustment there. We do have a built-in sling swivel stud here in the front of the wood stock. Moving back, like I mentioned earlier, we do have a scope base for CZ style rings. And then the action itself is basically a mini Mauser style of action. Very, very similar bolt setup, very similar operation. Although one nice thing about this specific bolt style is they use a slightly swept bolt handle, which allows you to maintain a sight picture even during the action of cycling the bolt, which is a nice feature. So whether you're trying to track game or even just maintain a sight picture during a string of fire, you will be able to do that with this rifle. Now they do also have a safety here on the right side of the receiver. When you can see the red, that means you're on fire, and when it's covered up, you are obviously on safe. Now, one of my favorite things about these rifles is their set trigger. So if I can press forward on the trigger here, you'll hear it click, hopefully. And then at that point, this trigger is set, and then it takes very little pressure to actually set off that trigger. So if you want to be ultra precise, that will really aid in getting nice tight groups. The less weight you have to pull reduces the likelihood of pulling that trigger to one side or the other. So that can allow you to be very accurate. However, it is not something you want to be walking around the woods in that configuration. You definitely only want to do that when you are ready to fire. One of the other obvious additions here on the 527 is this built-in, well, removable, detachable 5-round box magazine that comes standard on all the 527s. Now, moving back on the stock, we have this nice curved wrist, which gives great ergonomics for actually using this rifle. And then here at the back, we have a nice soft recoil pad, and then we have a rear sling swivel stud to again allow us to use a sling. Now, these rifles do definitely allow you to be fairly accurate, even with calibers not known for their accuracy like 7.62 by 39. With just using iron sights on this thing, I was able to squeeze out about 3 MOA groups with standard steel-cased ammo. I'm sure with an optic we could have done even better. And then if we move into other calibers such as the 6.5 Grendel, 223, 300 Blackout, I think we can definitely do better with or without an optic. And then, as I mentioned earlier, if you did want something a little bit more modernized with the ability to mount a suppressor, especially in those calibers capable of subsonic ammo, they do have those models as well. So if you're interested in checking out these CZ527 rifles, definitely stop into Mazama Sporting Goods in Eugene, Oregon. We are a CZ master dealer, so it's not just these rifles we have. We have their shotguns, we have their full-size rifle cartridges, and we have a full line of their pistols. So if you want more information on what we have in store, you can definitely contact us through social media or by phone, or definitely check out our website for more information.